Now, you used to work at the rail company.
Yeah, I used to sit behind window 3.
And what have you been doing since the station closed down?
I've been looking for work, taking care of my mother, thinking.
What are you thinking about?
Life, the future, this town.
And what do you think about life, the future, and this town?
Yeah, you just gotta take things as they come.
So that's your motto, is it? Take things as they come.
Yeah, I mean, what else can you do? Sometimes it's important to be prepared, too. Absolutely.
Why do you think there are so many accidents here in Carmack?
Maybe it's because there are so many people here who have never seen the ocean.
You'll have to explain that a little
Yeah,
more.
like a metaphor.
You'll have to explain that a little more, too.
You know, we pretty much don't have a choice but to stay here in Carmack, and
Very soon, we might not be able to even afford to turn on the street lamps in the evening. And that, in turn, will lead to even more accidents. So that's why we have to hire a middleman. It's called planning.
yeah.
Are you aware of what the position involves,
I think I have a pretty good idea.
even in extremely difficult circumstances?
I sat behind window 3, and the passengers, they were not always easy to deal with, I can tell you that. Especially towards the end, they would blame me for the trains not stopping, and that's not fair, you know? They were very unfair, but I did my job till the end.
But this is something different. You'll have to meet people face to face at the most difficult times.
But what we're asking for, really, quite simply, is whether or not you have any experience conveying bad news.
Yeah. I had to tell my mother that my father was dead.
What did he die of?
He fell down from a ladder. Yeah, he was repairing the gutter. It wasn't really that high, but he hit a scythe in the grass, so head first, so his head cracked open like an egg. I probably shouldn't say it like that, but that's what it looked like, and that's, yeah, it's terrible.
Are you crying, Forelli? So we can't have a middleman who cries.
I never cry.
Crying is a privilege that belongs to the next of kin, not to the middleman.
How'd it go?
I don't know.
I think you have a really good chance, Frank. I mean, you can't be middleman with a pockmarked face. Victims are tormented enough already, you know? Also, he has a difficult temper. That alone makes Bob Spencer unsuitable for a middleman.
Yeah, think so?
I'm sure. I mean, the poor victims don't need a loudmouth on top of everything else, you know?
No. Thanks.
Yeah. I like your haircut.
Hey, Bill. A T-bone, please.
T-bone, huh? Splurging today. Celebrating something?
Maybe, maybe not.
That'll be $20.
$20?
It's a T-bone.
Okay, then just make it half.
Nobody orders half a T-bone.
Yeah, well.
You're gonna make me do this, huh? Ow! Fuck you, Forelli.
I didn't do anything.
Fuck you anyway.
I think you gotta go to the hospital, Bill.
I'm not going to any damn hospital in Carmack. Here, take your meat. $15.
You said 20 for the whole thing.
It's the biggest part of the T-bone.
You didn't even weigh it.
Pay for your meat and get the hell out of here.
You should be careful.
Get the fuck out of here, Pirelli.
Mom?
Oh, you're home.
Slept again. Can't seem to get over the habit. You got the job?
It was pretty crazy. It's like being interrogated.
About what?
You know, everything. I mean, it's not, honestly, I don't think many people would have coped with that. They even asked me about Dad.
Why?
You know, it's just because it, proves that I can keep my cool when bad luck strikes.
I don't think you should bring your dad into this. He's got nothing to do with it.
Oh, you should think I should just ignore the question? You think I would have gotten the job if I did that?
Did you get the job?
No, not yet, but...
And you're celebrating without even knowing if you got the job?
Yeah, they said that I stood a good chance.
Well, they always say that.
Yeah.
They always say that. So, did you get the letter?
Maybe. Haven't read it yet.
Oh, you have so.
And so have you. You could just tell me what it says.
Now, don't be mean. I don't read other people's letters.
It was open.
Well, maybe someone from the commission delivered it personally, and that means that you're important to them.
Yeah, we'll see. There's a trial period. 2 months.
I'm proud of you, Frank. Carmack's new middleman.
What do you need gas for? You're gonna burn down the house?
Not funny, Steve.
I think it's pretty funny.
How's your dad?
He's hobbling along. It's gonna be $6. You got that much?
I'll have that much. Yeah.
When?
Monday.
That's not funny either.
I'll wait and see.
For what?
It might just so happen that I got a job.
No way.
Yeah, it might just so happen.
Wow, man.
Yeah. Say hi to your dad.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, to your mom.
Yeah.
Congrats, man.
This your car, Ferrelli?
Yeah. Sorry.
You plan on using it for your job?
I wasn't planning on it.
Well, if you do plan on it, you'll at least have to get it repainted. You can't drive around with a car like this color. You're some kind of traveling salesman. You want to know what the worst part of this job is?
Holy Wraith?
Oh, you get used to that. But you never get used to never knowing what'll happen when you deliver the news. Some people, they just shake their heads. Others black out. Some get mad at you. Some just laugh. It's damned hard, you know. Each person has their own way of grieving, and no two people's grief is the same. The worst thing is, when you get blamed for what happened. That's the worst.
Yeah, that's not fair.
Fair. There's no fairness in all of this for Ellie. There's no reason either. It's just chaos. Now, in case we didn't say so yesterday, Ellie, you're bound by confidentiality.
Okay. Yep.
Even we don't say anything, that's confidential too. Get it?
Yep. Thank you.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'm here about a suit.
John, you've got a customer.
John?
Hey, sheriff sent me. I'm the new middleman.
I know, Mr.
Forelli.
Forelli. Black suit. Stand here. And let me take your coat. Yeah. Arms at your side. Stand straight. And if you don't move, I don't need a measuring tape. You certainly are tall, Mr. Forelli. Arms out. Here, put them down. Wife certainly is on a high today.
Can you hear that?
Jimmy's coming home today. Jimmy's our son.
He's been away?
In the military, Fort West, and he served abroad.
Deserves a warm welcome then.
Well, he will. I guarantee that. Right, Barbara?
Oh, I just hope he hasn't gotten too thin.
Well, knowing you, that won't last too long. If the boys become too thin, I mean.
Yeah.
Mr. Forelli, do you like fishing?
Don't have too much time for fishing, I'm afraid.
That's not really what I asked. Stand straight, don't move.
God damn, Forelli. Were they both in there?
Yeah.
How were they?
Good. Yeah, waiting for Jimmy, their son, to come home. He's yeah, that's good.
He's not coming home. He went off the road over by the town entry sign. Too fast, straight into the river.
Today of all days.
Are there some days better than others to lose your son?
No. I mean, I was just thinking about today, with him coming home and...
Careful what you say.
Yeah.
You only get one chance. That means you say as little as possible.
So should I go tell him?
Would you deny them another couple minutes of normal life?
No, I just thought they had the right to know as soon as possible.
Good news can never be passed on soon enough, but we don't work in that department. We're not in that branch, Forelli. There's never a rush with bad news. Just let them look forward to Jimmy coming home.
I just think they closed the shop, and I think they're getting ready to go set up to see him.
All right. Damn job. Well, where do you think you're going?
Shouldn't I come along?
I think you should sit here and think about the difference between good and bad news.
I just think it could be a really, important learning experience for me to be there.
All right. But you stay in the background, you keep your mouth shut, listen, and learn. Got it?
Got it.
I'm sorry to inform you that your son, Jimmy, was killed in a car accident.
That's not true. John?
Is it true? Jimmy's dead?
The roads were slippery with all the rain. I'm sorry.
Where is he?
Took him to the hospital half an hour ago.
I want to see him.
I'll drive you there.
Are you coming, John?
Jimmy's dead. I can't see him like that.
John.
Jimmy and I, well, often go to the mill. You get some really good bass there, you know? And sometimes we'd stay up all night just talking. Like a father and son should talk, you know? My little boy.
Well, why can't you tell me?
I'm bound by confidentiality.
Yeah, but I'm your mother, Frank. You're bound by me.
Even if I got nothing to tell, it's confidential.
For pity's sake.
Congrats, man, Mr. Middleman. Not bad.
Thanks.
So now you want a gray car?
Yeah, and just like a full overall.
This isn't something you're making up, is it?
Oh, no, they signed it. Town Hall's paying.
See, this is what they spend my tax money on. I mean, don't they have other things to do?
Other than what?
Be painting piece of shit cars.
You sold me that car.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, if you only knew, Steve.
If I only knew what.
I'm sworn to secrecy. I'm sorry. I can't.
Oh, come on, don't get all stuck up now.
I think you should just get to work. I mean, I'm gonna need the car.
You know, I got my hands full, man.
With what? Holding a cloth?
You know, there's stuff to do, even when there's nothing to do.
You're exhausted. I'm gonna pull up the car.
Good morning, Frank.
Hey.
I'll show you to your office. This is for Mr. Stout, the tailor. And here are your business cards, hot off the press. So, welcome to us, Frank. Just ask me if you have any questions.
Thanks.
Okay.
Can't you just change your clothes and fix the gutter or something?
I don't think you understand. I'm actually busy now.
Busy. You had more to do when you were unemployed.
You think accidents keep office hours? You gotta be ready.
You know, these accidents, biding our time, I think I liked you better with long hair.
Mr. Middleman himself.
Hey, Arthur.
I started my own company now.
Oh, yeah?
Cleaning company.
Ooh, congrats.
Cleans those shoe cleaners. No normal cleaning company. I'm cleaning away all the muck that's left after mishaps. Doing quite well. $500 for blood, $1,000 for excrement, $5,000 for brain matter.
Found your niche.
Yeah, the only niche in Carmack that is the growth industry. You're in the same business yourself.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's a bit quiet right now, but there will be an upturn sooner or later, giving a new meaning to the term bad times. When I got the job scrubbing the ambulances out at the hospital, I had to employ another man. Bob Spencer, you know him.
Yeah, he wanted to be middleman.
I've invested in the very best equipment, Frank. If you can put in a good word for me at the commission, I would be very thankful.
Sure. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you, Frank. I owe you a favor.
Hey.
What's up?
Yeah, well, no accidents for weeks now.
That's good.
Yeah, just don't want to be out of a job just because people were lucky for a few days. That's not fair.
What's fair, Frank?
Yeah.
So does your dad ever get to the garage anymore?
No, just me.
Well, does he miss it?
I don't know. He just stays home.
Oh. Well, that's sad.
Well, yeah. He would have loved this meal. It's really great, Mrs. Pirelli. Thank you.
Thank you.
So how's the new job?
It's a little quiet.
Oh, yeah? Well, that's good, right?
Good that it's quiet?
Yeah. I mean, there are no accidents.
Yeah, but yeah, I guess you could see it like that.
So they give you an office and stuff?
Yeah, I got my own office. I got my own secretary.
Secretary?
Yeah.
You kidding?
I'm not kidding. Belinda Johnson. She gets lunch for me every day. She waters my plants. She sorts out all my files. Couldn't live without her.
You never told me that, Frank.
Well, you never asked, so.
I mean, what you do?
Oh, I can't talk about it.
What? Oh, come on.
Well, I can't tell you.
Why not?
Because I'm sworn to secrecy, Steve.
Oh, he doesn't tell me anything either. Just walks around the house in his black suit all the time.
Yeah, of course.
Surely you can tell us something.
I've signed a non-disclosure agreement.
Come on, it's just your buddy and your mother sitting here.
Oh, you want me to risk years in jail just because you're my buddy and my mom?
Frank, you haven't turned all big-headed, have you?
No.
And he's got business cards, too.
Business cards? Show me. No. Show me, please. Wow. Frank Pirelli. Middleman.
Okay, you can keep it.
No, thanks, man. I know where to find you. Anyway, I don't need a middleman. Vic, large whiskey and a small beer.
No, just ginger ale.
Frank Pirelli's here. Looking for casualties.
Fuck that loser. Who's that lady? She's not a regular. Maybe I should get her another one of those blue drinks.
Jesus, it's Mrs. Stout, who lost her son.
Oh, yeah. Maybe I can console her.
It's not funny. I'm the one who had to tell her, and it wasn't easy.
Jesus, Frank, I thought you were sworn to secrecy.
I am, and that's why I'm not saying more.
Smoke outside, Steve.
Oh, come on, man.
Don't have any trouble, right?
No tips for you.
Come on.
What song would you like to hear, ma'am?
Whatever you want, handsome. But I've got a soft spot for B12.
B12. B12. That was exactly the song I was gonna play. You know what that means?
What does it mean?
That means we were meant for each other. B12. Come on.
Is Numbskull bothering you?
No, you're the one bothering me.
Hey. Are you wrecking our jukebox, Numbskull?
Listen to the lady. They're bothering us.
You kick it one more time.
Yeah? What are you gonna do, pimple face?
What the fuck?
Steve? 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 Call an ambulance! Jesus. Steve?
Well, this has nothing to do with you.
That's my best friend. Could have been me.
What happened?
He hit him. Bastard.
Steve was kicking the jukebox. Probably thought it might help.
So it seemed they were both at it, as is usually the case when people come to blows.
I didn't even hit him hard. I hit people harder before and nobody ever died.
So whose fault is it? Is it the jukebox's fault? Why can't anyone just straight out say, I'm guilty? It's me. Why didn't you say that your friend kicked the jukebox?
I didn't think it mattered.
You're not a middleman now, Frank. You're a witness. That's something quite different.
Okay.
As a middleman, you do get to choose what you say, but as a witness, you've only got one choice. The truth.
Yeah. So, yeah, he kicked the jukebox. I mean, he put money in there, nothing happened.
What happened after he kicked it, Frank?
You know, they had like a back and forth with... Bob called Steve a numbskull, and Steve called Bob a pimple face.
No, it wasn't a very nice thing to say.
No, but you're not allowed to knock someone out for it.
What is Mrs. Stout doing here?
She's drinking.
I can see that, Frank. Thanks for the help.
Are you going to arrest me, Sheriff?
I wasn't planning to, Mrs. Stout.
But you think it's improper my being here, don't you?
That is none of my business. I was just wondering if you saw or heard anything just now.
Well, you can arrest me now because I'm going to break the law.
I know you're going through a difficult time, Mrs. Stout. But you don't need to make things difficult for me.
Are you having a hard time?
I know that my problems cannot compare to...
I'm the one who started it.
Really? In what way?
I asked him to put on B12.
Not a bad choice, Mrs. Stout. Have you been drinking?
No.
Drive over to the hospital, see how things are going with your buddy.
I think he's still on the operating table.
He's got massive brain damage. He's on a respirator in a coma. If he regains consciousness, which he probably never will, but if he does, contrary to my expectations, and I'm really sorry to have to say this, but it'll be as a complete vegetable. Will you notify Mr. Miller?
Didn't he used to live with his dad?
Yeah, it's his only family.
And you know him, right? The father, I mean, Steve's father.
Sure, Martin.
Hey, nice suit. Steve says you got a job, something about getting mixed up with the town hall.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm mixed up, but
So what are you then?
I'm a middleman.
A middleman. Never heard of one. What's a middleman do?
A middleman brings people news.
And now you brought some news for me?
Steve was knocked out last night at the bar. It was a bit heavy on the bottle, I guess.
Wait. What the hell did you just say?
No, not that he was heavier than the rest
No,
of them.
wait. You said it again.
What?
You said was when you're talking about Steve. I mean, if you're looking for him, he's at your place having supper.
Yeah, he was there.
Well, so is he down in the car?
No, he was knocked out, Martin.
Well, so just say it.
Well, Steve did not get back up this time.
Oh, what do you mean he didn't get back up? Is he still lying there?
No, the ambulance came for him, but...
Is Steve at the hospital?
Yes, on a respirator, in a coma, and it looks bad. Martin, that's it.
Well, he's gonna wake up again.
I don't want to give you false hope, but I want to tell you that you should see that as comforting, you know, that Steve's not suffering.
Wait, are you telling me there's no hope? I mean, if that's the case, I think you should pack off back to the town hall.
I know, it's difficult, Martin.
And stop calling me Martin every time you open your mouth. I'll tell you another thing, Frank. I've never liked you. You've always been someone who tags along. You've got no backbone. And I'm not the only one who says so.
The blow broke his nose, but that's not the worst part.
Well, so what's the worst part?
Steve's head hit the edge of the jukebox as he fell to the floor. And his brain was moved out of place. And if he was to unexpectedly wake up again, it wouldn't be the Steve we once knew.
You mean, like a vegetable?
Yeah. This is eerie. There's no one aboard.
It's a whole fleet of empty, abandoned boats. The well-heeled upriver can't afford to keep them anymore, so they cut the moorings, report the boats missing, and eventually collect the insurance money. If we were lucky, we could have had the scrap deposit.
From who?
The insurance company. I didn't mean what I said before, Frank.
About what?
About you packing off back to the town hall. I didn't mean it.
That's okay.
You're a good middleman, Frank. I want you to know that. And, I'm glad it was you who came to tell me.
Something bothering you, Frank?
No.
I mean, it wouldn't be odd. With the job you do, not everyone could take it, you know?
You think I look like someone who brings people bad news?
Well, I mean, when you're at work, you bring people bad news. But looking at you now, I can't see that.
Okay. That's good.
How's Steve doing?
He's just laying there now.
Do you think he's going to wake up?
I don't know. But I'm there. I'm there for him, no matter what.
It's very nice of you, Frank.
You know, my birthday, it's in the middle of the summer, and Steve was the only one who ever came to my party. You know, because, you know, back then things were good and most people left in July, but Martin and my dad, they didn't see a reason to ever leave Carmack, so, yeah.
Is there no hope at all for him?
Oh, his dad has hope. He's there the whole time, you know, but Steve doesn't know that.
Yeah, still. It'd be a shame if you had to lay there all alone.
You know, everybody's got their own way of grieving.
True.
Sometimes I wonder, what are accidents really?
Well, you certainly shouldn't say that in front of the commission.
No? I guess.
You're thinking a lot, Frank.
Yeah. That's why I find it so useful to, you know, read the reports, study them, compare them. You know, and maybe someday someone will read my reports, make sense of it.
You know, I really like talking to you, but I don't want a man who takes his work home with him.
He moved his left eyelid this morning. It's just the tissue swelling up, Martin. What do you know? He's gone. Steve's gone. Maybe there's something inside there that feels something.
There is nothing in there. You might as well just pull the plug, Martin.
Pull the plug. What the hell are you talking about?
Turn off the switch. Let him go like the boat without a captain, you know?
Steve? Steve.
Is there any coffee?
Aren't you gonna say hello to your mother?
Sure, hello.
Where have you been?
None of your business.
I've been waiting up all night for you.
Well, you didn't have to.
You could have called. I haven't slept a wink. I've been so worried about you. What with all the accidents that are happening in town, and I don't know who you're keeping company with anymore.
Hello? Yeah. Yeah, I'll be there.
Who was it?
Pastor Nilsson.
Well, what did he say?
I gotta go.
Oh, good. Veronica Mills and Marion Perkins, only 18 years old.
Why would they be on the tracks? 2:45 a.m.?
We don't know. They were dragged beneath the train for several hundred yards. Both of them were so badly injured that they were barely recognizable. The sheriff is at the scene and the doctors at the hospital.
Who should we inform first?
Let's take one each. Oh.
Hello.
Hey.
Why did you leave?
Oh, you didn't want to wake up alone?
Did I give you that impression that you weren't welcome?
No. It's just... I just didn't know what to say.
Well, you didn't have to say anything at all, Frank. Hurry up now. Get it over and done with.
They have been found.
Where were they found?
By the train tracks.
If it hadn't been for that Veronica, she's a bad influence. I've never liked that.
Margaret, stop! It's her friend's daughter you're talking about, Marion's best friend. This is also about her now. Sorry.
It's okay. They were hit by the train.
What happened?
Veronica Mills is presumed to have died instantly.
And Marion.
Marion is alive.
Thank goodness.
She was, however, very seriously injured. And she's now at the hospital.
I want to go see her now.
Yes.
Margaret.
Margaret.
How could they be so stupid to walk on the tracks in the dark? I just don't get it.
People do all kinds of things we don't get.
Yeah, but they must have known that that was the exact moment the train was passing, right?
You know, maybe they did.
Did what?
Did you say that you didn't want a man who took his job home with him?
This is Smith's Bowling and Diner. You can tell me here.
Maybe they knew, and that's why they were there.
Coffee.
Frank.
Oh, fuck. Hey. Guess it was you who fixed the job for Forelli.
Cut it out, Bob.
I'm sure you had a hand in it, didn't you? Or was it a whole arm?
Would you just stop?
You used to be able to take a joke, Glenda. How's it going anyway?
Fine.
Long time no see, by the way.
And that's why it's going fine, Bob.
Yeah, and Steve?
What about him?
Has he woken up yet?
No.
Thought I should pay him a visit. Must be dull lying there alone.
Oh, he's not alone. His dad's there the whole time. Doesn't need visitors, especially not you.
I think you should leave now.
And you finally got a girl.
Oh, have I?
Don't pay any attention to him.
I think you should go before this ends.
Oh, you own this place?
No, but I do, though. Come
Yeah,
on.
fuck. I'm going anyway.
Come on.
You know what, Forelli? They're fucking throwing out the jukebox.
Oh, come on.
On the garbage heap. An old, nice jukebox on the garbage heap.
Come on now.
So, it doesn't work anyway, pimple face.
You know what, Forelli?
Yeah?
It's your fault, the whole thing.
Fuck you.
Your fucking fault.
Come on now. Come on.
You're bad luck, Forelli.
Maybe we should just go home.
Think the Grand will ever open again?
I don't know.
It would be nice to go to the movies together.
You think so?
Yeah. I mean, you must have seen a lot of movies when your father worked there, right?
Yeah. I was just a kid, but yeah, I miss it. Him. I haven't been inside since. Do you want to come up?
Yeah, I got some stuff I gotta fix for tomorrow, so.
All right, then. I like your shirt.
I should have hit him. I should have.
Hello? Yes, he is. It's for you. It's the sheriff.
Hello? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, thanks. Yep.
I wonder how I knew you were here.
I gotta go.
Okay.
How's Marion doing? Your mother just sits there, won't leave the room. Yeah. Mark Miller does the same. Can be good support. Is it? How so? It's just good to know that Marion doesn't know. You know what her mother says? Every day she says that Marion is moving her eyelid. You never know. Martin Miller says the same. But her daughter hasn't got a face, you know?
He was sitting in the chair next to Steve's bed. I actually thought he was sleeping. His death can't have been much of a surprise to him, though. I left his letter for you.
Thanks. Martin's dead.
Martin's dead?
Yeah. And I have inherited his property. I got the garage and the house, and maybe I'll move there.
Steve's not dead yet.
I inherited him too. Steve was the best at track and field. You know, back when people still set records here in Carmack.
Would you like to live here?
You think that this looks like a place where anyone would like to live?
If we spruce it up a bit, it could be nice.
Maybe Martin died so that he wouldn't have to pull the plug. You know, if he left everything to me, that must mean that he realized that Steve was never going to wake up again.
Would you like me to be there?
So we buried Martin. Oh, we scattered his ashes in the river, just like he wanted. But, I'm not sure what to do with you. You know? Maybe you could just help me out.
It's okay, Frank.
Oh, did you see that?
No, what?
Did he move an eyelid?
I didn't see that.
I think maybe he did.
Okay, but I didn't see it. I would lie if I said I did.
Lying there like that is not what Steve would have wanted. It's not befitting of a man. We're prolonging his death, not his life. You did the right thing. Keeping him alive was unnatural.
We did the right thing.
Well, of course.
I've decided that Steve will be cremated and his ashes scattered in the river. Same place as Martin's.
Okay, but it's still not legal.
And maybe we can just use Martin's urn. He's not going to use it anymore.
Oh, no. That's not appropriate.
Yes.
Say, gentlemen, we're needed in the other room.
No. Can you stay with?
Marion.
Where is Marion?
You're Marion. You're just confused, dear.
I want to see Mom. I just want to see Mom, please.
I'm your mother, Marion. It's me. You're just confused and tired.
I don't want you here, Mrs. Perkins.
There's been some kind of misunderstanding, Mrs. Perkins. The worst kind.
Mrs. Perkins, let's, can we just talk?
I just want to see Mom. Please.
This means great trouble. No commission's in danger of being ridiculed. The best we can hope for is try to limit the damage.
Yeah, but how could this happen? I mean, it's crazy.
I managed to inject Mrs. Perkins with a sedative, and I moved her to a room of her own.
Good. Tomorrow morning, I'll inform Mrs. Perkins. Frank, you'll be the one to inform Veronica's parents. And then we gotta dig up Marion.
We'll have to do the funeral all over again.
That's the least of our problems.
All right, let me get in there.
And if she woke up, then what about Steve? Maybe he was trying to say something. Maybe he was laying there begging for his life. You know? You ever seen the ocean?
No.
Me neither. Mr. Mills? I'm here to tell you that there has been a development in the case.
Which case?
Your daughter's case.
What are you telling me?
I'm here to tell you that the case has taken a new turn for the better.
For the better?
Yeah. Veronica put on Marion's jacket, and Marion put on Veronica's hoodie. They swapped clothes. And now, your daughter is waiting for you at the hospital. Mr. Mills? Mr. Mills. You understand what I'm saying?
That's fine, Frank. I'll take it from here. Morning. Please, please.
Where should I?
That's fine, Frank. Just to the right, please.
Do you hear that?
What?
There's music and voices.
No.
Yeah, come on, listen.
The cinema's been closed for years.
You have the key?
No. That door is closed, Frank.
Would you like to stay on as middleman?
If there's need for me, I would. Yep.
Well, we just said that we're short-staffed, so for the moment, we don't really have any choice. Tell me something, Frelly. Which visit has been the most significant for you?
Steve Miller.
And what about him?
Yeah, it's the most significant, the most difficult.
Are you referring to the evening when you had to tell Martin that Steve was in a coma?
No, when I had to turn off the switch.
Had to. Was there someone forcing you, Forelli?
No.
And did you do it for Steve's sake?
It was still me who had to do it.
Switching Steve off wasn't work. That was on your spare time. Now, you have got to be clear about your thoughts. Because otherwise, we're going to have to get someone else.
Someone else?
Bob Spencer, for example, he also applied for the job.
He's the one who hit Steve.
Everyone makes mistakes. That's all, Forelli.
How'd it go?
So-so.
So-so?
Yeah, so-so.
But you still get to stay, don't you? Are you angry at me?
I'm not angry at anyone.
Well, you're angry anyway.
No, they're angry at me.
Who?
The commission, they've been bullying me now for 45 minutes.
But you're still middleman, aren't you?
Yeah, so they tell me. For now.
They're just testing you, Frank, to see how strong you are, if you can take it. You know, not everyone can take it.
I'm doing the best I can. And it's not easy.
Well, you know, I was thinking maybe we could do up Steve's place a bit.
What for?
It's really your place. We could spend the summer there, maybe.
Yeah, that doesn't feel...
Right?
Yeah. No.
Everybody knows how difficult that business with Steve was.
Who said it was difficult?
I do.
You want to know what that was like? You didn't even look. It was too easy. It was just...
Frank, please.
You want to see that again? Seem difficult to you?
You're being nasty.
Oh, nasty. I thought I was angry. I'm sorry.
Forelli, you don't have much time left now, do you? Now that you've made asses of yourself.
The girls swapped jackets. Not even the parents could see the difference, motherfucker.
Well, it could have been worse, Forelli. You could have buried the girl who's alive.
Mr. Middleman, have you got any good news for me?
You said that you wanted to do me a favor.
So you put in a good word for me at the commission?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I kept my part of the deal.
So what can I do for you?
Knock Bob Spencer down.
Why?
Because he knocked Steve Miller down. He deserves it.
He works for me, Frank.
Oh, you don't want to do me the favor?
Why can't you do it yourself?
Part of the commission. It's not fitting for me.
What'd he do if I just gave him a tap?
What? You think that's a fair price for Bob Spencer?
I'm his employer.
Okay, then. Better than nothing.
Okay, I'm gonna tell him that it was you who told me to do it. Just so you know.
Hello. What do you mean, wrong? Where are you? Yeah, I don't want to talk to Bob. Okay. Yeah, I'm coming.
Hey, what's going on? He's dead, Frank. Bob Spencer's dead. What did you do? I'm not alone here. You were the one who ordered this. To kill him? You think I did that on purpose, do you?
What happened then?
I asked Bob to come down over here, and we probably thought it was about a job. Bob came along, asked me what was up. I told him I had to give him a tap, because Frank Farelli asked me to do that. So I gave him a tap. Not hard at all, but he wouldn't put up with that, so he gave me a tap back. And he didn't tap me the way that I tapped him, so he tapped me with a clenched fist, right? Much harder. So I had to defend myself. Suddenly, he just made his awful whining sound, and he dropped dead.
We're just gonna stay calm.
Still have to figure a way to get rid of him.
Okay. Come on.
I think I saw a light.
Where?
The window.
No, it can't be. There's no one there.
Fuck you, Farelli. Just when it was starting to work out. It's B12.
Come on. Come on. It's almost 3 in the morning. Where have you been?
At the hotel. Haven't you heard? They've opened it for a weekend seminar.
Oh, for all the idiots who want to come to Carmack?
Well, all those idiots leave their money behind. Or haven't you heard that either? What's up with you, Frank?
No, nothing. Just hope you haven't been ingratiating yourself with them.
Ingratiating myself? Whatever do you mean?
You know.
No, I don't know. So you might as well explain it to me.
Just jabbering away, like you always do.
Well, what would I talk to those people about?
I don't know. Me?
You. Why would I speak to anyone about you?
Would that be so strange?
Well, yes, actually, it would.
I think you should go to bed.
So where have you been?
Where do you think?
Your jacket reeks of gas.
Yeah, went by the garage.
What were you doing there?
Yeah, it's my garage now, remember? You seen Blenda, by the way?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Okay. Yeah, just tell me.
What I can tell you is that she popped in here earlier.
Here, why?
Well, that I can't tell you.
Well, why can't you tell me?
Because it's a secret.
Well, you could never keep a secret anyway, so come on.
Frank Farelli Jr., you know nothing about that. But she's a nice girl. You be kind to her, okay?
She said I wasn't kind to her?
What have you done to your hand? Have you been fighting?
I don't fight.
So what have you done then?
Just went by the garage. I was moving something and cut myself. Come on, Mom, tell me.
Well, she wants it to be a surprise.
I don't like surprises.
No, you only like surprising others. But you're gonna like this surprise, I promise.
Am I?
Well, she's only doing what you wanted her to do.
I didn't ask her to do anything.
She came by to borrow the vacuum cleaner. And I shouldn't tell you this, but she got a hold of the bartender from the Railroad Rest, and he went over to the garbage heap and picked up the old jukebox and transported it over to your new home. She wanted to surprise you with a clean house and music. Don't tell her that I told you anything. You promise? You look like you could use some rest, Frank. Maybe you should go to bed.
Perhaps you already heard.
Yeah, no, what?
There was a fire at Martin's place this evening. I mean, there was a fire at your place.
Oh. Did they put it out?
There was nothing left to burn, Frank. Apart from...
Can we come inside, Frank?
We think there was someone out there.
Huh? Who?
We think it was Bob Spencer sitting on the veranda.
Why would he be there?
Well, we can't say anything for sure until, you know.
Well, if Bob Spencer has any relatives, I'd like to inform them.
No, you don't have to do that.
Well, I'm the middleman, so I'd like to do my job.
Frank, this time you're the one receiving the news.
But you know that Spencer and Blenda were in a relationship.
Yeah, maybe. I mean...
Or had been in one. And then you and Blenda became a couple. So maybe he went there to some kind of revenge.
Just remember, all of this is between us until the identification is confirmed.
You're not sure it's him?
No, nothing certain. We don't even know if there were other people at the house.
Other people?
Yeah. There are enough loose ends to make a flying carpet. And we don't want to make fools of ourselves again, do we?
What kind of loose ends?
Well, how the fire started, for instance. So we've got a jerry can, and we got a vacuum cleaner, and we got a
jukebox.
A jukebox connected, as far as we can see, to a broke extension cord. Perhaps there's something wrong with the electrical wiring, but we just don't know yet. Yo, I should ask you where you were tonight and last night.
Am I some kind of suspect here? I mean, my house just burned down. It's awful.
I have to, Frank. In fact, I am gonna ask every creature that breathes what they were doing, what they saw, what they heard, what they smelled, what they dreamt last night. What have you done to your hand?
Cut myself on some glass.
Well, it's not the worst thing that happened tonight.
We're sorry, Frank, really, and if there's anything we can do to, whatever it might be, just ask us.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
We just take things as they come, Frank. Oh, we are going to be bringing in some reinforcements, some forensics officers, technicians. We can't take this lightly after what happened to the girls. We'll let you know as soon as we know anything.
Frank? What have you done? Answer me, Frank.
Can you just give me a fucking break?
The gas. You smell like gas.
Yeah, because I stopped by Steve's garage, I told you.
Well, what if I told you that I don't believe you?
Why wouldn't you believe me?
I didn't believe you before. Back then. Just so you know,
Back when?
when your dad died. It's no accident.
But it was. Mom. I was just playing in the yard. You know? And I didn't even touch till that. Well, maybe I touched it, but it wasn't the fall that killed him. It was the scythe in the grass.
It was no accident. I saw what I saw.
But it was an accident. It was, Mom. And now I've been struck by tragedy again.
Frank. I don't want to have anything more to do with you.
Mom?
That's not me. I go where I please. I walk through walls. I float down the leafy. I'm not here. This isn't happening. I'm not here. I'm not here. In a little while, I'll be gone. The moment's already past. Yeah, it's gone, and I'm not here. This isn't happening. I'm not here. I'm not here. Strobe lights and blown speakers, fireworks and hurricanes. I'm not here. This isn't happening. I'm not here. I'm not here. It was just before you found me. I was lost and lonely, waiting. My days were all so cloudy, nights too dark around me, awaken. And I saw hardly at all how I let it go. Now I know I won't anymore. Have you ever seen the sea before? Now I got a feeling love is coming on. I got a feeling that I can believe it. Love never let it go. Now I believe it. I got a feeling love is coming on. I got a feeling that I can believe it. Hours, I hardly saw the colors around me. How could it be you found me? I went too far, I felt so low. The door was open for me, but I couldn't go. Didn't know you waited that long. Have you ever seen the sea before? Now I got a feeling that I can believe love never let it go. Now I believe it. I got a feeling. That I can believe love never let it go. Now I believe it. I saw it in your eyes, my love, an open room so long ago. Oh, meet me there. River's wide, the view's clear. We rise above. Love is coming on. I got a feeling that I can believe it. Never let it go. Now I believe it. I can believe